Ahoy there! How's it going, everybody? I was just boiling some water, getting ready for dinner, and I thought to myself, how friggin' gorgeous is this place? Am I right? So, tonight, we are going to be painting some trees and some mountains, and don't mind my mountain lady hair. I am excited to paint with you, so I hope you're excited to be here and enjoy some of this rambling that is going to be like a touch of Bob Ross and a touch of me just painting. I will walk you through it. We're going to start with a canvas board because these are pretty convenient to use. I hope that you can hear me over this raging creek and the crackling fire. We might have people drive by, but for the most part it's been pretty slow, which is how we like our camping, right? I don't know if you guys like camping. I would count this as like glamping. We aren't roughing it by very much. Alright, I want to do, even though this is going to be a landscape of this gorgeous mountain sunset, I'm going to do it in portrait mode. And what that means, always start with what's farthest away. So if you're going to be doing a nighttime scene, you're definitely going to be doing that. Horizon line is basically always the farthest, way out thereist thing that you can see. So you can pretty much have a safe bet just doing a line wherever you want to do. That's going to be her horizon. Because I've got this like enormous mountain that is up here, well, let's be honest, on all sides of me because I am in the Eagle Caps. Woot! The Swiss Alps of Oregon, question mark? So the Oregon Alps? I don't know. It's probably silly to name things after other things that already exist when we could just be like, wow, what a gorgeous place. That being said, I believe that we are on Mimapu land, so I should probably ask them what these mountains are called, but they're gorgeous. And because they're so gorgeous and tall, I am going to really only need a horizon on like half of my canvas at most. But I am going to put it there because, as we learned from Da Vinci in the School of Athens, oh no wait, that was what's his name? With the V. Oh shit. Anyway, I'm going to look that up later. I'll get back to you guys. Perspective is what we learned. Farther away things get, the less wiggly the little light worms can get when they reach your eye. So you gotta kind of like help them out and add a little white in there to get it to go the rest of the way, I guess is what I'm telling you. I don't know. They look gray far away. They don't look distinct. But also, it's like sunset, and that's kind of the whole thing of my what's it. So I'm gonna. Man, acrylics, but oils do that too. I'm gonna add a little bit of purple, even though I did that like really light blue to start. But because the purple is gonna be the tibiest half, it's gonna be closer and more vibrant, and that's kind of how your sky looks, you know. Or at the very, very least, that weird top of your windshield wiper, if I'm right. UV tinting or something. Alrighty here. I don't know how much of this y'all can see. I'll try to keep it a little bit more vertical for you. And like I said, I will try to keep up because I honestly don't know how loud this creek is. I didn't do a sound test. That's one of many problems with my impatience and video recording. If I'm honest, I'm not a patient person, y'all. I never have been since the moment I was born. I wasn't even born on time. I was born a whole month early. That's how impatient I am. But I try. My whole childhood, I remember my parents. Patience is a virtue. And I remember thinking some people can climb trees and some people can ride bikes, and not everybody has to do the same thing. But life demands that we are patient. And then isn't it weird that I went for painting, which is like kind of a patient activity, sort of? I say that. You hear my brush? This is a brush that's crunchy, but I thought it would be fun to use anyway. Kind of like a cross between a palette knife and a brush. but I know sort of how it's going to be because it was impatiently probably left out. I shouldn't say that. It could have been like an ADHD thing, because let's be honest, you know, between the chemo brain and who knows what else, like, here's our lovely sky so far. That's our sunset. And just because I want that really light mountain, I am going to put a little bit more white up in the tippy top of my mountain shape. So if you can see, I kind of went over the other one there. And I do like to add and mix paint straight on the canvas. Not everybody does that. Ooh, we have yellow ochre and Naples yellow. Which do you think we should use, you guys? I'm kind of leaning Naples because got all that color, you know. Oh no, but that's a very Italian like stone. I think we might be a yellow ochre with like lemon highlights, or to be honest, light green. Ooh, cadmium orange. That might be fun with the green. Yeah, I'm gonna mix in cadmium orange dots on top of light green and underneath of yellow ochre, but like really light with the white in there. And I hope this is backwards. This is not copyright infringement if it's backwards, right? I mean covered. I don't want those guys coming after me. So I've added that light green to the white to outline my mountain shape. Now we're going to go in with this ochre. Sound like a woodpecker. But noises are important in painting. Oh my gosh, my water, you guys. The fires aren't going very much. So maybe we're okay. Maybe we have a few more minutes. Okay, so here's what we got so far. Then, because we have a little bit more say than in the, reality, we'll bring it down a little bit more. Like we can see more, even though we can't, because we can make it up. And again, hope you can hear me. If not, I hope I'm talking clearly enough, because I don't speak loud usually. Unless I'm having a lot of fun, maybe. So now I'm making a transition over to another green, and we're coming closer, so the colors will be getting richer, as you can see behind me. And I didn't bring that sky down far enough, so I'm actually just kind of like raising all of it up now, I guess. Mixing and mixing and mixing and adding trees and making tree shapes. How'd I do? It's pretty freaking rad, right? I know, it's not all the way done. I am going to use a little bit more of that green up here just to really outline. Did I say that? I'm going to go ahead and add this little creek. Some Hurricane Creek might as well, right? And another time that is fun to have those colors at the top, that purple in the sky, if you use it for your dark shadows, it kind of like ties all your shit back together too. So that's a fun loop-de-loo, if you would. Probably not any water left. One sec. Gotta start with the appetizer, you know. Hydrating is important, and if you can do it with food, might as well. I don't mean that. Not all food is meant to have extra water, but, you know, the appropriate amount. I'll be back. You guys, I just made that. I was like, did I buy a really terrible? And then I was like, oh, it's 2 packets. It's not a 1 packet mix. So it only looked half done, and it was. Okay. Ooh, yummy. Who here worries about cooking too close to their campsite? Should. That being said, I'm definitely too close. But there's a picnic table here. The bears might have already learned that this is a good spot. Did I already pick everywhere? Okay, where were we? I did get a little bit of paint on the table. It's not beautiful. And there's already other vandalism, so I might leave on accident. Oh, alright. Closest to me, I have a lot of bright yellow stuff and a lot of that like creek where it's really light. There's also, you know, contrast. So, because of the way I'm doing this, I'm going to put the darks in and then come back over with the lights. But I think it's going to give it a nice pop. Don't mind me and my aperitif. I was looking at a bug and I just squirted freaking paint all over, so that's okay. Good thing we were gonna do that anyway, right? No mistakes, just happy accidents. Y'all. Oh, I dropped it. But luckily for me, guys, there's a lot of empty shit. That's not true. Right now, we have a total of 1 empty clean tube, 1 empty lid. Oh, sorry, 2. But I do always think it's funny when people leave like really clean, unused stuff. Like that doesn't justice painting, you know, that doesn't do painting justice. This is where I'm like, how much of a limited palette do I use? Do I use anything in particular? Do I add more tree friends up front? We definitely gotta, I guess, make this the appropriate height. There you go. Yeah, and then I suppose we gotta put at least some of our other little friends over here. Alright. That's definitely a painting, and I feel like you guys probably don't want to watch me eat. So I'm going to sign this. Cover up a couple more of these blank spaces down here. And you're right, I'm not done. Hold on. For those of you who don't know this, I am the queen of, oh, just one more thing, which comes in handy with painting, I guess. But also, losing things were a sport, I would be an Olympian, because I'm always like, oh, one more thing, and it's hard to differentiate in your like memory palace where you stop doing things if there's always one more. But that's like an anxiety thing. You gotta always one more. So I was gonna add some birds, but I don't totally want this to look like my Clearwater painting. I'm sorry I didn't do more stuff down here, except I'm not sorry because I don't want to like cover the crypt view, you know? So I've got some of these trees, and I've got a little bit of that stuff, and I've got this, and I've got you guys, and I've got some soup, and the dog is taking a nap. Pretty happy day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful one. Thank you for being here, and I hope to chat with you soon. Ciao!